Hey, come up here for a minute. Do you remember a few videos back? I don't know whoever's watching these. I know one day I will, when I'm like really old and in the nursing home and I got nothing to do, I'll review all these Facebook pages. It'll give me something to do. So maybe this is just to me. But do you remember when we talked about the three heavens? That there is the first heaven, the second heaven, and then the third heaven where God dwells. And God is a spirit. You have to remember that when we talk about the three heavens. God is a spirit. And to know him and walk with him in the third heaven, you must do it in spirit and in truth. So come up here. Let's walk for a minute. Oh, by the way, the first heaven is terra firma. The flesh, the earth, the world. What you walk around in every day. That's the first heaven. That's the fallen heaven. That's ruled by the prince and the power of the air. As you can tell by all the stuff that's going on right now. What a way to commemorate a man surrendering his life in a peaceful way to show the whole world and bring to light a discrepancy and an injustice. And then you turn around and instead of that speaking, you burn down buildings and riot and kill each other. And how is that supposed to enhance or any way make serious the sacrifice that George made? How does that help in any way? That's all I want to know. See? Prince and power of the air. The ruler of your world is judge. And you fall short. The second heaven is where we just shot that Dragon to on the SpaceX rocket by Elon Musk. One of the things that I want to see before I die in this flesh body I'm in, what I want to see are interstellar spacecraft fueled by a very safe nuclear fusion engine that can approach the speed of light, exploring the galaxies before I pass on. That's what I'd like to see. And I think Elon Musk has the same dream. And I think that these interstellar spacecraft won't be built in orbit around Earth, in space docks. I believe they will be built on the moon and on Mars. And I believe that a lot of the fuel, meaning the uranium, like that Martian on the Bugs Bunny cartoons, I believe that the fuel for the interstellar spacecraft will be found on Mars. That's just I'm just, I just call me a futurist. But I always look ahead. I look forward. I don't look behind. Now, I just have one thing to say while you're up here and we're talking. Your future is bright. Your future is out there in the second heaven. Little red squirrel sitting right by the side of the road. I don't want to scare him. Anyway, Yes, your future is out there in the second heaven. Please, stop looting your stores, stop burning down your cities, and love one another. You need to watch each other. You need to watch what you look like on TV. You look ridiculous. You really do. So what you're doing was in response to a violent act against a man. Now look at what you're doing. You're perpetrating violent acts against men and women and business owners and restaurant owners who have had to go through this shutdown and now have to go through trying to rebuild a restaurant because you decided to trash it. You're not only affecting big corporations, anarchists, whoever you are, who are trying to foment all this, seeing an opportunity and pouncing on it. You better get out of those cities and those towns before the people that live there wake up from their blind drunkenness and realize that it's you who destroyed their city and how they got to be left behind to clean up and rebuild. You better get out of their town quick, because if they find you, there's going to be an old-fashioned lynch mob going on. So all you anarchists, I would leave the cities that you're in right now fomenting this violence, because sometimes it only lasts maybe 1 or 2 nights before people wake up and realize, what are we doing? That's like somebody defecating in their living room. By the 3rd day and there's 2 piles of human feces in their living room, they realize, man, I'm shitting in my own living room. They're going to find out somebody's shitting in their living room and it ain't them. And when they find out who you are, you better be on the last train out of Clarksville. You better be on the next bus leaving. You better be running for the border of those towns. All right, that's all I got to say. Peace.